How you feeling there, Adam?
I'm doing great. Oh, you're recording now.
Yeah.
Well,
Thought I
ladies and
would.
gentlemen, this is, what? This is Quest to Canada.
Yeah, I think I was thinking we could just give a quick update on the channel
Absolutely.
on why the hell
if you
there
bring
has
your
been no
charger-
StarCraft material
Do
whatsoever.
you want me to give them the rundown?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Alright, so basically this is what happened, guys. Shit happened. If you want the longer version is we flew for about 9 hours on 2 flights. And once we got to Halifax, we were going down, and specifically over the Stanfield International Airport was a bank of fog so thick that you could cut it with a knife. It was actually thick.
That's what she said.
It was pretty. It was. Yeah. No, that is what she said.
Yeah.
The flight attendant literally said it was so thick you could cut with a knife. And we attempted to land. Couldn't land the first one. You'd pull up. Went back around. Tried a second time. Couldn't land it. And so he said, well, ladies and gentlemen, we only have so much fuel. So we're going to have to divert to our secondary, which is here. And here is where, Mr. Black?
In bumfuck nowhere.
It's an accurate. That's actually, if you look on the map, we are in bumfuck nowhere, Maine, otherwise known as Bangor. It's the nickname they gave it, Bangor. I don't know why, but we're in Bangor, Maine, and so we had to. We were sitting in the plane. They said, "All right, well, we're going to have about 35 minutes before we get fueled up, and then we're going to go back and try again because it's fog. It's fog. It will eventually get, it will eventually dissipate." And so we were like, "Oh, okay." So we did the flight back.
Yep.
And we land in Bangor, and they get us up to the terminal, and the captain says, "All right, once I got to talk to some people and figure out what our plan is," and then he comes back onto the PA about 15, 20 minutes later.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now ass raped.
Yeah. And if you read between the lines, that means that he said we have to fly back to Chicago. At which point the whole plane just about exploded simultaneously with rage.
Yep.
And us included.
Yep.
And there's actually one particular older guy.
He was raging hard.
That was actually raging really hard. He was throwing bags and shit.
I want you guys to just think about this.
So,
we traveled about 9 hours. We did a 4-hour flight, no food. We get to our destination, attempt to land twice, come here to get fuel, thinking we're going to go right back to go land, which is only 35 minutes away.
It's a 35-minute flight.
To tell us then that no, in fact, we're going to go back to Chicago where we came from for another 4-hour flight with no food.
Oh, yeah, and then we're not sure what's going to happen. We don't know if we're going to be able to put you guys up in a hotel. We don't know if we're going to be able to cover food. And your next flight's not going to be for about 16 hours, so you might want to just chill, and then we'll get you back on another plane and come back tomorrow night from the Chicago airport. And at which point everybody in the plane said, "No, how about you just let us get off the plane or we're going to kill you." And he said, "All right, well, I guess we can do that. Your baggage will have to stay on the plane, except for your carry-on."
I'm wearing the same underwear for 3 days now.
Yep. And
no joke.
But we got off, and he said, we don't know either way. If you get off here, we don't know what you're going to do. If you get off in Chicago, we don't know what you're going to do. And so Jeff and I said, well, we're in Bangor. It's only like an 8-hour drive.
We're going to rent a car in the morning.
So we're just going to rent a car. We're going to hang out. We're going to rent a car in the morning and just drive home and do some vlogging and whatever, and it'll be cool.
Make a trip out of it.
So we go to bed. We wake up. Actually slept pretty well. It was pretty comfortable.
I slept very well.
Slept very well. We got some Papa John's at about 12:30 in the morning, and ate that before bed. And we got up and went downstairs and went to every godforsaken car rental place, only to find out that not one of them had a single car with Canadian plates so that we could do a one-way trip from Bangor to Halifax.
Nope.
Not only that, none of their branches near here had any. So we said, all right, what's next? We got on the computer, started looking for trains, buses, anything.
Ferries.
Not even just to get to Halifax, just to get over the border so that we can rent a car.
We were actually going to attempt to rent a 10-foot U-Haul or moving truck so we could get across the border,
to go to Fredericton,
drop that off in Fredericton, then get a car rental so we could get home.
But that didn't.
That fell through.
That fell through.
So basically, we got screwed over.
So we.
There's more.
At this point, we were kind of getting frustrated, as you can possibly, you can imagine, very frustrating. So we called. Jeff said, "Well, why don't we just call United and see if they'll do anything?" So I said, "Well, it's that or walk.
It's worth a try."
So we decided to call them. Jeff gets on the phone, he gives them a call, and listens to possibly the worst and most annoying and ironic song ever come on. It's a nondescript song, but it sounded like one of those songs that you would see like in a 90s Disney movie when you're like rushing through an airport, and it's kind of like uppity but ironic, bad things are happening music kind of thing.
It reminds me of like Home Alone music.
Yeah, it was like Home Alone music. So so we sat on the phone, we called, 2 times, talked to 2 different representatives.
I got cut off.
Got cut off the second time.
Yep.
Called back a third time, got this lady, Jeff explained to her again, and then the arguing started. The first 2 people were like, yes, we can get this done. This lady was like, no, and this is a supervisor.
Yeah,
we went straight to management.
This is the bitch that's in charge.
And so we talked to her, and anyway, long story short, we argued. Eventually, Jeff gave up and gave me the phone.
Yeah, I was getting really angry.
Jeff was going to lose his mind.
I was getting really pissed off.
So I took the phone, and after another probably half hour or so of talking, she eventually said, "Okay, I'm going to look and see what I can do."
Yeah, she basically said it was our fault for leaving the plane. We should have went back to Chicago, which we understood. But the problem is they didn't tell us that we were going to have a hotel paid for us, food, anything like that. The pilot didn't have any information. We were like, look, we're this close to Halifax. Let's just get off and rent a car in the morning.
We never in a million years imagined that there would be virtually no way to either get across the border or rent a damn car.
So, long story short, well, it's already been a long story, but to make it a little shorter, we're still here 17 hours later at the airport. We've already paid for 1 hotel, spent the night. The best that they could do, because she actually wanted us to pay to fly to Maine, or no, not Maine, we're in Maine, to Newark, and then we'd get on a flight. They didn't, because the problem is there's no flights from United here to Halifax or
anywhere else.
Yeah, to Newark or wherever. So they didn't want to pay. So what they ended up doing was we told them, like, hey, yo, you're going to pay another company to get us there. So what we have to do now is fly from here to Philly, and then from Philly to Newark, and then spend a night again in another hotel that they're not paying for, and wake up, get on another flight from Newark to Halifax, and pick up our luggage at the airport.
Yeah, which is going to be there today. So the luggage will be there overnight.
Yep.
We'll pick it up when we arrive.
We both stink.
Tomorrow.
We haven't brushed our teeth.
No.
My underwear probably humping.
Everything's bad news.
Just sour.
Just terrible.
The only positive thing I have right now is I have Terminator 2 downloaded on my laptop.
Solid choice. Watch that when we get to the hotel.
Yeah,
we have energy.
That's all I got going for me right now.
That's about it.
So yeah, guys, that's the reason why you're not getting any content. It's not because we don't want to do it, but when we get home, there'll be more Lagcraft, StarCraft,
I'm going to toss it out there.
Stuff.
There's going to be a solid 48 hours of me virtually doing nothing.
Yeah.
After this, I'm sure Jeff will do the same, and then
I say we'll probably pick things up again on Monday.
Yeah.
We might go as far as doing some more 2v2s, but that's about as far as we're going to go.
We're tossing up a T.
Yeah.
Possibly even a double T.
We're exhausted
because
this
shit has gotten crazy, and we're tired as hell, and we just want to relax and be home. And so we will get back to normal as fast as possible, guys. We appreciate your patience. But for now, you get to, I guess, the worst possible scenario. You get to laugh at this situation that we are in, and then laugh at us again when we get home.
And we put that stuff on Facebook. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/LAGTV.
The whole thing's there.
The whole thing's on there. So go there, like us. You'll get all of our updates here from the hotel and stuff like that. But yeah, people were making jokes or like, join me on my jet stream. They had What were some of the other ones? Chrono boosting,
Oh,
friggin' time.
Use your webcam for vision, and Nidus your own main.
And they're just saying jokes, but we weren't in the laughing
We were
mood,
not
but
in the
it was
mood
still
for
kind of
it.
making me laugh a little bit. But anyway, guys, that's it. This is 10 minutes long, and props if you actually watched all this. We'll be back as soon as we can. Peace. We're on flight number 1 to Philly, and I lucked out, and I got my got a free seat next to me, so I'm going to be sprawled out on this plane. Adam Sauer over there. He's by APM 200.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our flight to Philadelphia. Today's flight 1 hour and 25 minutes, 28,000 feet of cruising.
Sauer.